It's you guys told me you wanted 2 meetings a month, and you're showing me yes, we do want 2 meetings a month. So this is great. Thank you for coming in. I don't have a lot this morning, but we do have a fun little thing that we're going to be doing afterwards. So first of all, let's welcome Charles. You can say your last name because I know I'll say it.
You know, I always make a joke of my last name. It's Bacigaluchi is how you pronounce it, right? But it's hard to say, easy to remember, because once you remember it, it's Bacigaluchi. Bacigaluchi. So I'm the branch manager for Kind Lending, and I'd like to all formally invite you to our speakeasy event after this meeting at 11 o'clock to learn a little bit more about Kind and to meet the team. We're new here in Arizona. We've been in the market for about 4 months here. We're a very large company, and I want to teach you a little bit more about us. So after your meeting, come on downstairs and join us.
Awesome.
That's it.
Great. Great. All right. So, moving right along, we have our wonderful partners at WFG here that are going to. Do you want to come up and give me a little chat about what's going on?
Yes, I guess I can. Unfortunately, mine is not going to be as short as Charles. Sorry, anyone that knows me, that's just not possible.
Do you want the clicker?
Sure, I'll have my clicker.
Down button will advance.
Okay, all right, where am I at here so I can tape? You guys, thank you for an awesome, whoops, you guys want to sit up here? Awesome turnout on Thursday for Drew Anderson. I just want to say that is what makes your brokerage so very special, is how you turn up and support one another. That event was shared not only by WFG, by Sirhan as well. So the eyes on that property, Drew, were all over the place, all over the state of Arizona, and furthermore, how many people did we have?
Close to 50.
50 people there. It was 108, and it was in North Scottsdale. So that's a testament to all of you and the partnership that you're creating here. And I look forward to hearing about more of those events. That is something that we're going to be working strategically on with Todd, with Nancy, myself, and Kay, and your other partners that you might work with at WFG, to making sure those events are put out so all of you have that knowledge beforehand to be there to mark it on your calendars and support. That being said, we have decided that we will be giving you a marketing minute every meeting on something that we offer as a value or a tool. I do not stand up here with calendars or cookbooks. Like I say, we always want to present you things that are tools. You don't have to take all of them, but as we're working in the business this summer, so you can be outside and working with your clients in the fall when season hits, we wanted to make sure you had this information today. So, we've talked about websites in our last huddle with you, but there are really a couple platforms that if you are not, can you guys see over there?
No, but I can see it on the computer.
Oh, well, okay.
No, it's all right.
Can you guys see it there? Okay. All right. There are a couple things that are really important. Does everyone have a Google business page in this meeting room right now? Yes. If you do not have a Google business page and it is not verified, which is a problem for a lot of people now that you've moved, you need to see one of us. Do not try to fix it by yourself. You will go to Google jail.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you will be unverified. And it is extremely frustrating. There are certain specific things that you need to do. And if you're frustrated, that is what we're here for. So number one, this is a must. If you pick one thing on this screen to do, it's your Google business profile. All right? The next thing is your website. And Kelly couldn't be here this morning, but I will tell you on the 22nd, that final snippet of that video that you filmed in-house, right, is going to be up and live, and it's going to be functioning on her website. Does everyone have video capability on their website at this point? If you don't, I can get you or one of our WFG team members can get you a way to do that. Why is that important right now? Okay, if you are finding yourself on Google, if you are finding yourself on ChatGPT, and you're saying, who's the best real estate agent in Queen Creek? Who's the best real estate agent in Mesa? It is all trending from keywords that you're using, right, in your videos. Google, YouTube, they all chat together with Meta now. That was not the case before. So I need you guys to really think about, if you're doing video, how are you uploading it? Where are you putting it? If you're putting it on Instagram, guess what? That is going to feed to ChatGPT. That is going to feed to Google. So I want you to really think about what your videos look like and where you're putting them. LinkedIn. Everyone used to think LinkedIn was just for business updates. How many people in this room use LinkedIn? How many people announced that they went to Sirhan on LinkedIn? Okay. If you have not done that yet, do that now. Why? It'll connect you with every other Sirhan agent out there. Okay? Simple things. YouTube, I just mentioned why these platforms are so important. YouTube Shorts are the easiest way to get your brand out there. We have ways to help you with that. If you're uncomfortable in front of the camera and you don't know what to say or you don't know what to do, talk to one of us. We can help you. Facebook. Everyone thinks Facebook is old, it doesn't matter. Guess what? There are old people that sell homes too or need clients, right? They need representation. Thanks. So obviously everyone links their Instagram to their Facebook, right? But what I want you guys to really think about, right, is Facebook ads do work if they're targeted and if they're done the right way. So we did a couple of those for Drew for your Broker Open, and they were super affordable. I think they were like $3 or something. But it's getting that algorithm so when people are searching up that address, his feed from what he did is going right to the top. So I just want you guys to think about all these different platforms and why they matter, right? You have a great brand. You have a brand that many of you came because it has a digital aspect to it. But if you're not utilizing these things, I don't care how great the brand is, no one's gonna be able to find you. And then last, if you have not updated Realtor.com, Zillow, and Homes.com, that is sort of the bookmark to Google, right? So what I mean by that is a lot of these get held up and unverified, right? So they could have an old brokerage on it, it could have an old headshot on it, it could have an old address on it. We want consistency here. That is the biggest thing to drive your search. So if you've done all of these things, that's great. But if you haven't, that's where we can be of help. I just walked through why these things matter. I would take a picture of this screen, and I'd also use this in your listing presentation. Why? These are services that you offer your clients. Getting back here. All right? So, if you don't know why your Google business profile is important, this is going to tell you right here. The thing that it's a non-negotiator for me. If you don't like social media, if you don't like Facebook, if you don't care about being on the internet, this is the one thing, though, you have to do.
You can do a screen capture of this later. I'm recording this, so you can always watch it later and do a screen capture of this.
Okay? If there's only one thing, why? Because Google treats you like a VIP when you show up on its platform. So, Google business reviews. How many people use them? How many people don't know how to ask for them? Okay? It can be uncomfortable with a client sometimes. Usually, if you have a great experience with a client, they're happy to do it. We have a way that will actually take our My Home Prompts tool and help you write a personalized question for each individual transaction. So that's something else that we can share with you and in one of our one-on-one sessions to do. We've talked a little bit about these other things. I want to start here first and foremost. If you've graduated, let's dive into your website next. I can tell you that 2 other people have had experience with website conversations. Was it easy? Mm-hmm. Was it painless?
Painless. Yeah.
Did you have to go anywhere?
Nope.
You did it from your computer? You gave them information, hour appointment, right? And you're gonna have something in 30 days up and running, right? Yep. This doesn't have to be hard, guys. It's very simple. We'll talk about all these other things in one-on-ones. If you've not scheduled, you are certainly welcome to work with any one of us. Myself, Kay, and Nancy obviously are in your brokerage meetings. There are all sorts of great team members at WFG. Any one of us can help you with any of these things. But most importantly, Teresa St. John and Aaron Lacey. This is what really is our secret sauce, right? So both of these are veterans in the industry. They have years of digital marketing experience. We're out in the field, they're behind the scenes. They're the ones that are analyzing what you look like from a digital perspective and saying, here's how we can help you. It is a game changer in the industry. All of us have come, meaning my colleagues from other big title companies. We didn't have this. And that is truly what sets us apart at WFG. So if you haven't had a one-on-one with your sales rep, with a digital technology director, I would highly encourage you to do so. Please do not cancel these appointments. They are hard to get. They book 2 weeks out. We understand things come up, but if you're saying, oh, I'm traveling, I'm busy, I can't make it, get all of that out of the way and come back to us when you are ready to make these appointments, because there's a series of appointments that take place, right? We want to book you out accordingly. And that is all that I have for you today. Thank you.
Welcome. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And guys, you know, having all the marketing help and everything is wonderful, and it's great that we have WFG that, you know, has all these wonderful tools. The other thing to remember is, why do you pick a title company? Why do you choose a title company? The reason that most people choose a title company is like, oh, well, it's who the other person wanted to use, right? They're all the same. It's like, no, they're not. Title companies are different, and who your escrow officer is makes a world of difference in a transaction if things start to go south. So knowing that you've got somebody on your side, somebody that you can trust, somebody who knows what they're doing and how to get through those situations is a big deal. So if you don't have a good title rep, if you don't have a good marketing rep, they're a great source. If you need a good referral for, you know, who a good escrow officer is, you can ask anybody, most everybody in here. You guys are all experienced. You guys have all been doing this for a long time. There's a few fairly new people, but most everybody here is experienced. They have people that they've been using for a long time, and there's a reason that they've used them. So
the quarterback of the transaction, you guys, I can stand up and talk about marketing all day long. At the end of the day, if you don't have the right person throwing the ball and making the calls, we're an extension of that. If there's a problem, if you can't get a hold of your escrow officer, we're always there to help. But honestly, Todd, thank you for saying that.
Absolutely.
It's the quarterback of your transaction. If you don't have the right person, we all know what happens.
yeah, we greatly appreciate all the marketing tools and everything like that. But that's just one piece of why you want to use the right person. Steph, do you want to come up and chat for a second about the member relief fund for SAR?
I'd love to.
Awesome.
Thanks, Todd.
You're welcome.
A microphone and everything.
Yeah, we're fancy.
Okay, how many of you guys are SAR members as opposed to PAR? Okay, a lot of SAR members. How many of you know what the member relief fund is?
Used to be called the Hutch Fund.
1, 2, 3. Okay, used to be called the Hutch Fund, if anybody's heard of that. Okay, so I am on the member relief committee at SAR, and the member relief is an amazing benefit that SAR has. So basically, it is a committee where we raise money, we have a fund, and we help our realtor and affiliate partners that are going through, sorry, those are meta glasses, and it's like talking in my ears. It's been getting very distracted. Lost my train of thought. So we help realtors and affiliate members who are going through some sort of crisis. So we've helped people who, you know, maybe they have been diagnosed with cancer, or their house burns down, or they get in a car crash, or something really bad happens in their family. So it's a really, really amazing program, and not a lot of people know about it. We're trying to get the awareness out. So myself and the rest of the committee members are going to visit all of the offices, brokerages in town over the next couple months. So I thought I would start with you guys here first. It's a really easy process. Basically, any member, realtors or affiliates can apply, or someone can nominate them. The process is completely confidential. So if someone needs help, is going through crisis, nobody's ever going to find out in the community that they got money from our fund. We've helped people with anything from like paying their real estate dues all the way up to like paying their mortgage for a couple of months. So it's really, really a cool benefit of being part of SAR. And so I just wanted to kind of get the news out about it. There's a you can just keep it in mind, right? If you hear of any of your friends or affiliates, members that might be going through something, suggest that to them, right? And Todd can also be a good resource if you don't feel comfortable maybe suggesting that. Todd, I'm sure, would be happy to say, hey, have you heard of member relief? So if you know of someone going through something, a hard time, it's a fund out there. It's available to our partners. So let's help each other out, right? It's a really cool part of the community. And then the last thing I would say is that we have events throughout the year that you can support. We have a really, really cool event coming up October 21st. Mark your calendars. It's going to be the architecture tour. So it's the second year in a row that we did this. Some of you might have gone to it last year. We have coach buses, drinks, music, raffles, but the base of the tour is an architecture tour. So we're going to tour 3 properties that are not on the market, not going to be on the market, really, really significant, architecturally significant properties in Paradise Valley. And the architects for each property are going to be at the home giving the tour. So you'll have the ability to really learn, get some great market knowledge just about different architects that are doing really cool things.
Do you have to be a member of SAR to go?
You don't
No.
have to be a member of SAR.
It's all, I actually am on this committee with
Oh,
Steph,
okay.
so I think one thing, I was just gonna echo to that, we are always looking for people to become a member of SAR as well. And 40 under 40, how many people were at that event? So everyone saw that and was like, how do we get involved? What do we do? You get involved with things like this.
Yeah.
And this event, as Steph mentioned, tickets will go on sale right after Labor Day. I was actually trying to get that date. I would say the 9th of September. It will sell out, and they are about $100. But to Stephanie's point, all of this goes back to Member Relief Fund. And the really cool thing about this event, you guys, is there will be a raffle as well. So if that's something you want to get involved with, see Stephanie and I, we always are looking for donations for this, right? It could be Suns tickets, it could be something from your aesthetic office. It's just about giving back to our real estate community.
Yeah.
So.
It's been really, really impactful, and honestly, it's a blessing for me to be part of the committee because I get to kind of meet the people and hear what they're going through, and they're always, I mean, we're all commission only, right? So something crazy happens, you never think it's going to happen to you, but it really is impactful. So definitely mark your calendars. The architecture tour last year, like Amy said, it did sell out. It was really, really fun. So we'll have more information on that soon. The fund is 501c3, so for your tax benefits there. And if anybody has any questions.
One thing I want to say too about signups, if you guys want to be together as a brokerage, it would be a really cool event to create some camaraderie that way. There will be a lot of filming opportunities. So when you sign up, there will be 3 different buses. If you guys want to sign up as a brokerage, I would make sure, it would say, hey, I'm signing up for the Sirhan type bus, right? Because there will be a title company and a lender on every bus, and there will be some fun competitive games. And, I might be a little biased to this group, but I would love to see you guys take that prize.
Awesome.
Kevin?
Just wanted to echo the SAR Expo is September, the member expo is coming up September 17th. So if you want to get involved with SAR, that's a good way to kind of all of the committees are there. I'm on 2 committees. So
SAR
that's
member,
the inside.
SAR member Expo, September
was that?
7th.
We'll be in Orlando, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, is
yeah.
it?
So for anybody who is not going, if you
Well,
want to.
I will not be there.
I will be there. It's a round robin. It's fun. It's at SAR. You can see all the different types of committees that you could get involved with. So come check it out.
We have one of the committees I'm working on has a cool raffle basket at our table that I'm working on. So I'm working on the event, but I won't be at the event. So. And it's a cool gift basket too. If you guys, it's for the Arizona Housing Fund. So come check it out.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Great.
guys.
Thanks, Stephanie. All right. Continuing on, broker notes. fun stuff. Last time we talked a little bit about the delayed marketing process and the documents. So, there's this whole new thing that's coming out with delayed marketing so that a seller can opt not to go public with their information so that it gets disseminated to everybody. So I was going to show you guys just really quick here. Let me pull up my forms. So you've got, this is the owner's delayed or limited marketing election addendum. So this addendum is going to be used, this is an addendum to the ER. So if the seller doesn't want their information, they don't want their personal property, everything, they don't want it disseminated out to Realtor.com and Zillow and all the other places that it gets syndicated out to, you can use this form. But it really spells it out very, very clearly how limited the marketing is. And this will definitely affect what they're going to get for their house. Anytime that you're restricting the number of people that are going to see it, it's going to definitely limit what you can possibly get for the home. But for certain people who, if they're celebrities or athletes or somebody like that, that they don't want their information out there in the public, this is a good option for them. So that's the kind of the reason behind this. I'm going to attach both of these forms to the email that I send out with the recording to this so that you guys can see it. The other one is the additional clause addendum that we talked about last time, where it was the offer initiated by the seller. So this is this is going to be the additional clause addendum that's going to be put into the additional clauses. So, and this, it goes through again, that this offer was initiated by the seller, and then so that when you're dealing with someone who wants to be unrepresented, that this is how you can initiate that contract. Instead of writing the contract for the buyer, you're writing it on behalf of your seller and presenting it to the buyer for them to go through. So again, I'll have this stuff, I'll send it out to you when I send this back out. So let's get back into broker notes. Amy talked a little bit about it when you're using Google. When you're trying to verify your business, you have to use the office address. You can't use your home address. So if you're in one of the other branch offices, like if you're in the Augutst branch or if you're in your office down there on Osborne, you can use that address. If you're not, you have to use this address. And that's where the problems come in, is because people are having a horrible time. You've got to create a video. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing lots of faces here who have created multiple videos trying to get this to go through. So I would, if you're still having problems with it, I would suggest that you visit with WFG and see if they can help you figure out how to make that work. Charlie Yin had a way that he figured out how to make it work as well. And if you have your business card, and if you take a picture, or if you start your video and have your business card in front of the door down there with Sirhant and my name on it, and you start your video and then you go in and you go out on the patio and you take pictures or you do a video of the street signs and that kind of stuff, a lot of times that will work. Did you guys finally get yours all squared away?
No, we haven't done it yet.
Okay. So yeah, so
Add one thing to that, do not take and do the video after you leave here. Do it physically, upload it while you're in the building. In other words, some people will take the video and then they'll go home and send it in. Do everything.
do
while
it from
you're
the property
here.
because it's going to tag where you're at when you're taking it, when you're uploading it. So that will help.
I got lucky before, and I took my business card, my website, my license, my sign, like I did everything in one video. I didn't come here. This was months ago when we switched, and they finally accepted it. But I was over the top, like I had it all.
For some crazy reason, some people don't. I don't know if they don't get audited or if they just pass it through. So I think there are some people that are doing some of it that are just passing it through, and then there are certain people that work at Google that are just like, you've got to have everything absolutely letter perfect in order to make it go through. Yes?
Sometimes I had it work where you can restart, and then actually it will just prompt you to sending you a code instead of actually doing a video.
Yeah,
But then you got to
there's
do the
options.
whole profile again.
Basically, really what I wanted to make sure that you guys understood is if you're having a hard time with it, we've got people that can help us out. Like, that can help us
The
figure that
other
out.
thing I would say, guys, if you have old Google business profiles, get rid of them, because that is one of the major reasons why we see people having hangups, because there's so many different, I had someone that was, Tori's not here.
She's out. She's on a meeting outside. She's coming in.
She had one for interior design, she had one for home staging, she had one for a previous brokerage, and it caused a lot of confusion, and that is why they would not verify her.
Yeah.
Even though she had the video correct, it was from the various.
It was just
different-
conflicting from
too
the other
many.
ones that were out there. Yeah, so just make sure you've only got the one thing.
You know,
So
it's
if
not,
we have
it's
our-
not that easy though to ditch your past, because Berkshire
No.
Hathaway is like haunting me like.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
That's been the biggest.
Yeah.
It's still on and I can't get
Yeah,
rid of it.
it's hard to get rid of like that.
Have you
Speaking into my
contacted-
microphone for the people who watch later, yeah, sometimes it's hard to get rid of your past, it's hard to get rid of that out, so yeah, absolutely. All right,
Do we have clarification, because we went a couple rounds with the New York team on the office address
Yeah.
and suite number
yep,
for business cards.
yes, absolutely, that
So,
is,
do we
hopefully
have
hopefully that's clarified.
So
Say that
should
again.
we be
Say that
using?
again to the microphone.
So for Google Business Profile, what's the standard address and suite number really that we should be using?
Our address is the 3200 East Camelback, Suite 130. That is Industrious. That's the suite number we use. We don't use 139. That's our suite inside of Industrious. If you use 139, that's somewhere else out here. It's not in this
okay.
suite. So Suite 130. So also if you're on your documents, make sure that if you have templates that you've created, make sure that your address is correct in all of your templates. I'm still seeing addresses coming in that have the 2375 Camelback. I see them that have New York as the address. So make sure those addresses are correct, because if somebody sends a check, it's not coming here. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to be able to deposit it. And what are my 2 rules for you?
Make money and get
money and
Keep you out of jail and get you paid. I can't get you paid if I don't get the check. Yes.
Oh, no, go ahead, you first.
Well, I was just getting my business cards, and they said that the 2300 whatever is the registered address, and it had to be on my cards.
It is not the
Okay.
registered address. The
Yeah.
registered address is 3200. Everywhere that we have, it's 3200.
I just have a question on Zillow, if anyone can answer. It still shows that I'm a realtor in New York because of the corporate, it still hasn't, and I can't get anybody to help me from Zillow. I just didn't know if anyone.
So let's get you set up with.
I mean, I've talked to Aaron a couple
Yeah.
times, so maybe I
Yeah.
could bring that up.
We need
Yeah.
to get you back with Erin on that, so just get with Jen,
Okay.
and she'll get a time booked. We'll do it as a quick catch up.
Okay.
Because Ashley's Zillow is completely gone too. It hasn't even
Just,
come out, so I'll bring that up too.
Just,
I had that issue and I went to Coin with it, so I think they have
Coin?
a contact at
Yeah.
Zillow.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he was able to correct it because it was right in
Okay.
the beginning.
Yeah, it's
and-
guys, if you have issues like that, we have a support team.
Yeah, but they know what to do. Because
Yeah.
Realtor.com, I think you can put your information in, but Zillow can put us into New York.
Yep. So if you email support@sirhant.com, that goes into the queue where it gets routed to the appropriate department, and they can help you with that. If you guys haven't figured it out, we've got a really good support team behind us here. So utilize it. If you're having questions, if you're having problems, ask me or send a message off to support, and you'll get support. You'll get people that'll help you out.
Amy, have you done Google Business Profiles? Are you finding that you're doing teams, or are individuals within teams doing their own in
so
addition to a
everyone
team?
should have their own Google
Profile, okay.
business page. If a team, like the Collner team has a group
one?
page as
Okay.
well, so they all have individual Google business profiles.
Yep.
All from the same
Yeah.
And why
office
that's
address.
important is, again, that links to Meta, Meta links
Yeah.
to Google, Google links to ChatGPT.
Right. And I'm going to double check and make sure that I go back to New York and that they know that our registered address is this address, and this is the one that we need to use on everything that we have, whether it's on contracts or your business cards or Google business page, wherever it's at. Everything should be this 3200 East Camelback, Suite 130. We're clear? Okay, good. All right. Sell it. You guys have probably all gotten your little email saying, "Hey, build your agenda." Has anybody else gone on there and figured out which classes they want to go to, where they're going to go, where they're going to be? You should do that. So you should go into the Sell It. You should go into the Sell It page on Sirhant. You should go into the Sell It thing. You can actually go and see what classes are and when they are for the agenda for each day. Figure out which ones you want to go to. Figure out which classes that you want to be in so that you can figure it out, so that you're not going there and then wandering around, and then hopefully you get to the right place and you're going to be 15 minutes late walking in. And so, yeah, just do a little research ahead of time and figure out which class you want to go to, and then
Is that on the
figure it
Sell
out.
It app?
It is on the Sell It app, yes. Yep, absolutely. And what and when for the AZ gathering? We talked a little bit about it last time. We still need to figure out what do we want to do. Do we want to do a little brunch before we have the meeting on Tuesday, or do we want to do
Oh, we gotta go for it.
It's like,
I'm a brunch girl.
I like brunch. Brunch is a good thing. So should we figure that out? Should we?
Which day is it?
I think it's Tuesday. It's before the event on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we do a little brunch event on Tuesday, it starts at 10.
So it's breakfast.
So it's
breakfast.
depending. I forget that we're dealing with realtors who don't get up until 11. So breakfast. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but the day one, you don't start till 2.
Well, that's Monday. Some people
Monday,
don't
yeah,
travel.
Monday we don't
That's
start until 2. So yeah, I guess a lot of us are going to be getting into town
Yeah.
on Sunday. So if there's a lot of us that are getting into town on Sunday, we could always do a breakfast Monday. We could do a little brunch thing Monday as well. I mean, I have no problem with that. I'm going to be staying at the hotel next door and then walking across that morning. But I'd be happy to get together that morning as well. And I've got a meeting with Renee tomorrow. I'm going to follow up with her on getting us grouped together in the general sessions so that we can have our Arizona group together, which I think that's going to be great because we've got a good showing coming. We've got over 50% of our agents. We've got like 60% of our agents that are going to be there. So that's awesome.
How many agents do we have?
We're at just, I think I have to look. I think we're losing one at the end of the month, but we're at like 90. Somewhere around 90 agents. And again, I don't really care about the number of agents. I care about the amount of productivity that you guys do. So we're not trying to add numbers. That's not our goal. We're not trying to add numbers of agents. We're trying to add to our productivity, and we are getting dangerously close to $1 billion in production. Dangerously close. So
I'm just gonna point out too, while I love you guys all and I'd love to have lunch with you and sit with you and everything, I don't wanna hang out with you the whole time too. Just make sure you go meet other people.
absolutely. That's a good point.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's a good point, is that you guys want to network with other people. But yeah, we do want to get together. But yeah, we don't want this whole thing to be about Arizona going there. We want you guys to, go out and talk to people and create those relationships so that you can have those referral partners when you're back here. And because there's going to be people not just from Sirhan, there's going to be a ton of people from outside of the company that are going to be coming to the Sell It. If you guys didn't know it, there's over 40,000 people in the Sell It organization now within the Sell It community.
So this is gonna be a huge event,
It's going to be a big event, yeah.
sort of like the nationals we used to do.
Yes, yeah. I don't think it's going to be maybe quite not that big, but it's going to be pretty darn large.
Different than the summit.
Yes.
Yes, bigger than Summit.
Bigger
It will be bigger than Summit, but smaller than National Convention. Yeah. We're talking Berkshire Hathaway, sorry. Yes?
Just a tip for those of us that are going on Sunday, if you're staying at the hotel and booked outside the room block, call the hotel and link your 2 reservations together, so that way you don't have to move rooms between Sunday and Monday.
Yes.
Keep it the same.
For anybody that's still looking for rooms, I just got a message this morning that they have added more rooms to our room block, and the rate is disgusting. It's like $170 something. I'm like, well, what?
Can we cancel?
I don't know. I'm not sure it's 100% correct, but that's what came through today. So I was like, holy cow. I don't know if they're like a lesser room somewhere. I don't know. But if you're still looking for a room, there is room in the room block. All right. Checking and unchecking of boxes. This is mainly for the contract. Guys, you're seeing me kick stuff back that it may seem trivial, but every time I kick something back, trust me, there's a reason for it. There's a reason why I'm kicking those things back. There's one of the big things that I'm seeing a lot now is that people are pre-checking the appraisal box on the purchase contract. If the seller or if the buyer is adding in, you need to use the additional clause addendum and add in the appraisal condition into that cash transaction. Otherwise, there is no appraisal contingency on that transaction. But if you have that box checked, now you've created confusion. And that's one of the big things that when things go to arbitration or go to mediation or go in front of a judge was there a meeting of the minds? That's the big term that they use. Was there a meeting of the minds? If there's confusion, there's no meeting of the minds. So that ends up being a big issue when you're dealing with, when you've got problems that may arise. So that's one of the things that I kick back if I'm seeing that box is checked, or if, and it's not as big a deal and I really don't care. The other one, the box underneath that says that is this being paid for out of the seller concessions. If the buyer's paying for the appraisal, it doesn't matter what's coming out of the concessions, so that box doesn't need to be checked. But just going through your contract, guys, just making sure that you're checking boxes that need to be checked and unchecking boxes that don't need to be checked on your documents. But again, I kick them back for a reason. I'm not just being a jerk. Again, back to my 2 goals.
Yeah, you are.
Get you paid. I am kind of a jerk, but yeah. Get you paid, keep you out of jail. Right, Paulina?
Right.
Paulina's got one right now where she had a. Do you mind if I just
share
say?
it, yeah.
Yeah. So Paulina's got a deal right now where the buyer is buying a group home, and initially they had said, well, they were buying it as a group home, and now they've said, no, we are buying it as a personal property. They're buying it to live in it. So now you're like, okay, wait, what?
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah. Go ahead.
So what I said is, you can't tell the seller that, or you can't tell the buyer that they're lying. I mean, you can't accuse them of lying. Whether you think maybe they are or not, it's not your place to say that they're lying. But what I said is, just to protect yourself, have them sign a statement that says this is their intention. If they sign a statement that says that this is their intention, you're fine. You're okay. You're doing everything that you can. If something happens later on down the road, they can't come back at you for fraud, because you had every reason to believe that they were going to do what they said they were going to do. That's just basically the thing behind it. Just make sure that you cover yourself every time you're dealing with something that you think might be just a little bit like, I'm not sure. Call me. I'm happy to walk through it with you and come up with an idea and come up with some solutions for you. All right? Team leaders. Anybody who is a team leader in here, if you want more agents, if you're willing to take on other agents who want to join, please send me an email and I will put you on the list, because I have agents that are wanting to join us all the time, but they are not qualified to join us. Do we know what qualifies an agent to be with us?
Production, 10 million?
Production. If they are not producing very close to 10 million or above, I'm trying to protect this group, and I'm trying to protect the integrity of this group. We have an all-star team here of agents who are highly productive. You've got things to collaborate and share with. If we start diluting our talent pool with people who are producing $2, $3, $4 million a year, they really don't have, I don't think that they have the skill set to really offer you guys what you're looking for when you're looking at collaboration, when you're getting together, when you're going in these groups and talking to each other. So I'm trying to protect the group from that, so I'm not willing to take on agents who are not producing. They're not high producing. We're an exclusive group. You guys should all be very proud that you're part of an exclusive group. We've got a great name to this company, and we want to keep it that way. So again, the agents we do bring in, we want to vet them and make sure that they're the right people. If they're coming in as a team member underneath you, you're going to want to make sure that those are good people. You want to have that conversation with them that, hey, you're going to need to make sure that you're part of the group. You're not going to come in and just operate solo and go do your own whatever you want to do. And everybody has to operate legally, ethically, and morally. Those are the 3 standards that we live by in here. And if things are not happening legally, ethically, and morally, I have a 0 tolerance policy. I won't do it. If you're doing things that are sneaky and shady, there's no room for you in the brokerage. You guys all, I know you guys all appreciate that, because I know who you guys are and I know what your integrity is. So that's the big thing there. Okay, off my soapbox. Magic Furnish. Who knows what Magic Furnish is? Nice. Awesome. So I'm going to play you a little video here. Hopefully I can get the sound to work. This is from the creator of Magic Furnish. Go back to, where's my point? Show. All right, now we're on the right one.
Interactive experiences that our clients can explore and custom a small group of agents in New York and Arizona have access. So you're getting early access. Here's how it works. You sign us for floor plan, and within a few hours, you get a live link you can share. MLS, email, text, social media, and QR code. Each link comes with designer layouts that are to scale and ready to view on any device. Here's a quick example. We can turn this bedroom into a home office in seconds. Like that. Boom. And then you can explore different layouts, add pieces, and enhance it so that it's exactly what you need. If there's a room we didn't furnish, just tap on it, choose how you want to see it from the drop down, and hit Make Magic. In seconds, you'll get ready to go layouts. If you want more options, you can tap Shuffle to see other layouts in seconds. Or you can swap pieces yourself and manually add things. Here's the kicker. Buyers spend real time on these links because they're so engaging and interactive. And what we've found is that usually translates to faster offers. So as soon as you get a floor plan for your listing, email it over to us at peter@magicfurnish.com. Or if you've posted the floor plan to your listing, all you have to do is submit the URL and this intake form. Thanks for watching.
All right.
And
So
he does get it back to you super quick.
yeah, you guys just added a couple of them into 1 to 2 years as well. So yeah, I know that. That's something you guys are doing. So I know that it looks like a lot of you guys are familiar with what this is and how it works. They gave this to me a while back and asked me to play with it and give them my feedback on it. So some of the things that I had for feedback were the garage. They only had one size car that you could put in the garage. It was like, I mean, we've got people with these monster trucks that they want to see if they'll fit in the garage. Can we do different size vehicles? So they've added that. That's one of the things they've added in there. There's a few other features. One of the things that I said, well, if I'm adding something into a room, when I add it and drop it in, it should go to the room that I have highlighted, but it doesn't. It like goes into the middle of the screen, and then you got to drag it into the room. So those are some of the things that they either have fixed or that they are fixing. There's some fun little things like that. But if you have any other suggestions on that, email me or email Peter, and he's more than happy to try to work with a lot of those things. Another really cool feature that's coming up out of this, he's working on relationships with online shopping places, so that if you like what you see in there, you can click on it, go buy it, and have it shipped to the house. So you'll be able to, and he's working on relationships with them to get decent pricing on it. It's like discounted pricing for that kind of stuff.
So do we need floor plans with dimensions?
No,
We don't.
I don't believe you need floor plans with, let me double check to make
How
sure.
is it knowing if you can get a king size bed in a room versus, or are we just?
Yeah, I think maybe now that I'm looking at it, I think it does probably have to have dimensions.
Okay.
Has anybody else in here used the floor plan creator that is available through Armless now?
No, I heard it was not easy.
I just don't do
I've
any production
downloaded it.
anymore, so I don't know. So I wanted to ask if anybody else here had done it. So I know that they have one, but maybe we can get Armless to come in and give us
That'd be good.
a little tutorial as to how to create those.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I'll put
I've
that in my
seen
notes.
a photographer use it,
Yeah.
and it seems pretty simple, but he's also 20, so.
Yeah, for us advanced age people, layman people, it's not as easy for us to figure out.
Stuck in a corner.
Awesome. All right, market summary. Changes over the last week, because I go back a week, but I'm looking at the numbers from 2 weeks ago, but I always take my numbers from a week back. So what's happened in the last week? So this was as of Monday, actually. It was 23,747. I didn't update it today. I was going to do that this morning. So the change over that, I didn't do a change over that because I'm kind of changing the way I'm looking at it. So the change is nominal on that one. UCB and pending, we've actually seen an increase of 243 in the last week compared to 2 weeks ago. So we're seeing more coming in as far as UCBs and pendings. Closed is down a little bit, but middle of the month closed is usually drop off a little bit if you guys ever followed the numbers. Beginning and end of the months is when you see your spikes as to when you see the increases. So a decrease of 119 really isn't that much to really think about. Expired and cancels actually went down 102. I was kind of surprised by that the expireds and cancels dropped a little bit. So I didn't update the number of transactions because 2 weeks ago I don't have new numbers for August yet. So next time we get together, hopefully I'll have August numbers to plug into there so that we can see. Actually, I have June numbers in there. I should have July numbers in there for now. That should be July, I think. Yeah, I think that was as of, no, that is of June. I don't think I have July numbers yet. I gotta talk to them and find out where my July numbers are. I'll update next time so that we can have the numbers on that. And that's all I have. It is 5 minutes to 11. We're gonna go downstairs and have some fun. There's gonna be some little spritzer type stuff things down there, and there's gonna be some light bites to eat down there, but it's gonna be a great place to get a little content shot from down there in the speakeasy, so it'll be fun. That's it.